In this video, we're going to cover the Utilities tab. And I'm going to do this in two different videos. In one video, I'm going to tell you what each of these buttons does. And in another video, I'm going to show you how to create the file format to make it do some of these magical things. All right. This first button, say you've created a set of accounts, this will create an export file for the selected sites. Selected sites means if you come over here and let's say you want a quick export file and you want it for Blogger and you want it for Tumblr and you want it for Storyfy, and you're going to send these to a different program called Personalizer. Then you select them here, and then under Utilities, you click this button, and it will create an export file that Personalizer can use. Personalizer is another one of our products, and basically what it does, it has two major functions. It puts a bio and a picture on appropriate properties, and it will also take and interconnect properties that are within that same account set. This is based on what Bradley Venner is doing in IFTTT version 2. This export file for Personalizer, this will export all the possible accounts. It just creates the file, and whether the accounts are there or not, it gives you a file that you can go do this with. All right. Export all accounts to CSV. This creates a CSV file for you. Clear whole database. I recommend you not even touch this. I've been tempted to go in and get rid of it, but who knows how big your database may get. But if you click clear whole database and then you click export all accounts to CSV, you're going to have an empty file. Okay. Now let me work from the bottom up here a little bit. Full auto mode. When we click this button, it's going to ask us for a file. We're going to give it that file, and that file has a list of emails and other data we'll show you in another video. And what it's going to allow us to do is create all of our accounts for many profiles. Let's say we put in 10 emails, it will create 10 different sets of accounts, but it's only going to create the accounts that have been picked up in select sites. So if you're going to use full auto mode, number one, you have to be using ToCAPTCHA, and number two, and we'll give you a list of them, there are about 5 properties that you do not select. All right. They're just problem properties because we cannot auto solve the CAPTCHA, and you don't want to be touching it. All right, so that's what the full auto mode does. I run it on a VPS, and I create lots and lots of accounts. Best practice is to not do so many that you can't go in and confirm the emails right away. Now, if you are running full auto mode and you have, let's say you're using cPanel accounts, it's going to go through and automatically confirm all of those accounts. All right, you don't have to do anything separate. But if you're using our add-on product, or you're doing yourself emails from Free Email Generator, you need to give yourself a chance to go in and confirm all of those first. So if you're using the free email generator from Fake Name Generator, then I recommend you only do 10 sets at a time. And that has to do with the fact that those emails are going to disappear after 24 hours. This gives you plenty of time to get in there, click the buttons, whatever it is you got to do, and then go create another 10 sets. But that's the full auto mode. Now, let's say that you have run the full auto mode and you wanted to go back and you want to do tumblers, okay? And you're going to sit there while it's running doing the tumblers. So what you would do is you come over to Account Creator, you go to Select Sites, and you're only going to select Tumblr. Okay. Now what happens is it's going to ask you for that file again. And when it uses that file, it's going to actually go and load all of the information in from the profiles that were previously created. All right. So none of the data will change. So your passwords, your email, your usernames, all of that stuff is going to match between your profiles. It is a way for you to go back and capture the manual stuff that you couldn't do fully auto. But they are going to come up on the screen one after another, and that's another good reason to limit yourself to 10 sets at a time. If you're only doing Tumblr, then you're only going to have 10 verifications to sit there and finish. But you will have to be in front of the computer to do that. Okay, so that's what auto mode from profile does. Now, once I put all of this together, then I realized, you know what, we really need to be able to take and load those accounts into SendWire or load into IFTTT from the profile. So using that same file format, I can click this button and say upload IFTTT from profile, and it will upload all of the IFTTT accounts for every one of those emails in my created file, right? And I can do the same thing for upload SendWire from profile. And I says, well, there's some people like me, whenever I create a set for SendWire, I create a set for IFTTT, any missing properties, right? And so I gave myself a third button, upload SendWire and IFTTT from profile. And this just gets all of the accounts into both programs, and we're ready to rock and roll. One more video, ladies and gentlemen, and we are done.